I wanted to tell my story about the maintenance, like maintenance workers in my apartment complex and this guy that fixed my car. So when it comes to a narcissist in your life, been talking about a narcissistic boyfriend I had for a while. I thought it was really weird when we started dating and stuff. A few months after we started dating, my apartment flooded. My air conditioning unit was overflowing in the catch basket thing, and it just kept flowing water, 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 water. And I told him, my boyfriend at the time, I go, I need to call the maintenance guy because, this keeps happening. And, I soaked up the water, and one day, it was manageable for one day. It was like, maybe it was just because the condensation was getting a little too much, and maybe just because the air conditioner was freshly started or something, whatever. But he did not want, his eyes went like, you don't need to call the maintenance guy. Like, I don't know if his past relationship, like if someone had cheated on him with the maintenance guy, but that's how he acted. And now that I've been through the experiences with him and everything, I think it was just him being jealous of everything and everybody. He didn't want anyone around me at all. So, be careful if your guy doesn't want you to do anything, have anyone coming over to your apartment, for example, even if it's necessary or have to, like a maintenance guy or something like that. That's a red flag. That's weird. And I remember when I actually called the maintenance guys to come over to my apartment, and they fixed my air conditioning unit. And when I told my boyfriend at the time that the maintenance guys were coming over and stuff, well, he's like, I'm coming right over. So he ran over real quick to be there with them, which is fine, whatever. But there was moments after that where if I had something wrong with my apartment, I felt like I had to call him first to make sure he came over, so I didn't have to hear about it later. You know what I mean? So I found myself walking on eggshells even when I had things that I needed to be fixed. I found myself even not calling the maintenance people to get certain things done for me, that he would say, like, well, I can do them for you, or, oh, you can take care of that yourself, or stuff like that. And then he started lying. He started making up stories like, you call the maintenance people for everything. I think I only called them like once for my air conditioning, once for my the alarm batteries needed taken care of or something like that. But anyway, I wasn't calling them for everything. It was just, he didn't want me to call them at all for anything. And that was another, there was like many sides to that one, because his jealousy issue, right? His insecurity issue, him being afraid that I might find another guy that might be the maintenance guy. What else? Just me having another man coming into my apartment bothered him. Him not having control over me. Just the whole thing was weird. So I found myself being on eggshells when I did have to call the maintenance people. And there was a couple times when, I ended up fixing a couple things on my own because I didn't want to call the maintenance person, because if he found out that I had the maintenance guy over, it would cause an issue. I mean, I never lived that way before, and I found myself living this way. It was just retarded. It was just, excuse me for saying that, it was ridiculous. Another time I had I had a car issue. So maybe I'll tell my car issue, and no, I'll tell it now. I had my car. I had to get my car fixed, and it was going to cost me a lot of money to get my car fixed at the dealership across the street. So I decided to get my car fixed. I found a mechanic through my work, mind you. Being a massage therapist. I'm a massage therapist and a caregiver. So I had some connections with people. And the lady at the spa, the receptionist, had her cousin was a mechanic. And so he came over to my apartment and fixed my car for me, like really cheap. I was so grateful. And he saved me. I was so grateful. But when my boyfriend found out that this guy was going to come over and fix my car, he had a fit. And, you know, at this time, I wasn't really with him that long. I was kind of a fresh, like a new relationship still, you know, only like a few months or something. And he's telling me that I can't have somebody come, like he was telling me what to do, and I was like, what the hell, man? So anyway, I told him I was going to have him come over anyway. He's going to fix my car. If you want to stand by the guy while he's fixing my car, go right ahead, right? So anyway, he kind of just disappeared for the day, and I had this guy fix my car and stuff like that. And he came into my apartment and washed his hands, of course. The guy's freaking full of, you know, nasty car stuff. And so I invited him in to wash my car. I paid him. He left. All was well. My car ran great for a little while. I ended up having to get a new car, but whatever. He fixed it. It ran for a while after that. I was very grateful. So that kind of thing. Like, he didn't want me to have any kind of any maintenance guys coming over, or you know, just controlling issues about people, you know, helping me. He didn't like that one bit. And the thing is he couldn't have fixed my car. He couldn't have fixed shit in my apartment. It wasn't a mechanic. You know, he would much rather have had me go spend 3 times more at the frickin' place down the street than having my car fixed. Now later on, he's like, oh, that was a good idea, you know, to have him fix your car and stuff like that. It saved you a lot of money. But at the same time, you know, it's just bullshit. You know, narcs are assholes.